Hey there, my name is Ed Placencia. Welcome to Grounds for Gaming, and I've saved you a seat. Well, I can already tell you this week is going to be way shorter than last week's episode was. I'm still recovering from the slew of announcements we saw last week. Still pretty grateful they didn't all come out at once. They're going to come out all at once, but right now, our wallets are safe. And so I've just been kind of playing the usual for the most part. I did dip my toe in a couple of new games. One game was called Beastro, Beastro. I did see this game promoted last week during one of the many announcement trailer-thons that I saw. And it had a really cool art style, a really cool aesthetic, and it came out. I was able to pick it up, give it a try, and it has a very, very clever conceit. Usually in games, you are the hero who goes out and fights the bad guys, and oftentimes in certain games, before you do, you can go to the cook or the chef and stock up on potions or meals that you may or may not use throughout your adventures. This game is a little bit different. You're an adorable little fox-looking creature who is a chef. You are the one who makes the food while the heroes go out, leave the town, leave the camp, have battles, and you're in charge of cooking the food that they will take out with them. It's a really, really cool idea because half of your day is spent gathering materials and ingredients, learning recipes, cooking them via cute little mini games. And then after you've opened the restaurant and fed the patrons, you close the restaurant down, and that evening you go to kind of like a little town hall where the hero comes back and tells you what happened during his day. It turns into kind of a little shadow box puppet show with a really, really cool art style. All the characters are on sticks bouncing around as the hero tells you about the different villains and monsters that they came across. And this is where the game turns into kind of a turn-based combat that you are actually controlling. The food that you've supplied to the hero that went out becomes kind of like a card. It's a card battle system, and depending on the ingredients you used and the flavors you used, and this flavor complements this one and this one tames this flavor down. It's actually really, really in-depth, and you go through and you do the battles and you see if you can't make it all the way through that hero's day with the cards that you'd supplied to the hero. I am really, really bad at turn-based games, like really bad. And as much as I'm enjoying this game, or I should say enjoyed this game, and as much as I would like to continue playing this game, it didn't take long for me to hit a wall and, I don't understand how to get past this bad guy. There is a boss that just continued to, every time I came across him, it wasn't even close. He just destroyed me. And I'm not very far into the game. The PlayStation tells me I played for 2 hours. I'm not that far into the game, and already I just can't progress. You know, the same thing happened to me in Baldur's Gate 3. I heard everyone talking about what an amazing game it was. Everyone was loving on it, and it's a turn-based game, and probably within the first hour, I got to a boss that I couldn't beat, and you can't move on and go forward without beating them. And I just couldn't progress. And that's kind of what happened here in Beastro. I really like it. It's a really, really cool idea. I really like the art style. I just can't go on anymore. Not because I'm not enjoying it, not because I don't like the game. I can't go on. My skills have betrayed me. I cannot move on. The same thing happened to me with a little game I picked up called Raccoin. It's raccoon, but it's spelled Raccoin. You may have heard about this. It came out a little while ago, kind of following in the footsteps of Can You Make Poker a Roguelike? This is can you make one of those coin pusher machines a roguelike? And it's a lot of fun. It's very easy to keep dropping coins in. There are a lot of special coins you can get that add modifiers. I don't understand how to use these. I mean, I know how to use them in the game, but I don't understand when I'm supposed to be using them. A lot of them, I don't even really understand what they're doing. Kind of like in Beastro, I got to a point where I just can't move on. I keep playing this same level over and over and over again, and I can't move on. So I did enjoy my time with it. I just wish I understood it more. I don't really have a good grasp for the mechanics or, again, what a lot of the things in the game do or how I'm supposed to use them. I can't quite put my finger on the difference between this and Balatro as far as Balatro, I get what's going on. I get what everything does. I get what you're supposed to do. And this is just kind of, here's a bunch of stuff. We wish you luck. So I thought Raccoin was I can see how it could be a time sink, but when I think of the game now, it's like, I gotta fight that boss and I can't, so I'd rather really just play Overwatch. And I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. They had competitive drive on this past weekend, and for the first time in a few competitive drives, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't super sweaty. Usually I try to go in, fill up the whole meter, and then I'm good, just for something to do. And the last couple times competitive drive came around, I struggled to get to the first notch of the meter, let alone fill up the whole thing. So this time around, I kind of went in not really expecting much and was kind of surprised at how smoothly it went. I still had to work. I still lost a lot of games, but it didn't feel as salty as it had in the past, and that was very much a good thing. The day that this episode comes out on Tuesday, the new season of Overwatch begins. New hero Xion comes out. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, a little bit of the trailers. I think I understand kind of how her character works. I believe she's going to be DPS, but I am very, very interested in this new hero. Plus, something I've been worried about. I've heard nothing about any Sombra reworks. I'll read the patch notes tomorrow, but we might be in the clear. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But I'm excited for it. Whenever a new hero comes out, that hero's trailer makes them look super OP and indestructible. This hero looks really OP. So I'm very curious to see and experience how it goes. But finally, most of my gaming time has gone into the Elder Scrolls Online. I touched on it last week. I'd put a little bit of time in. I'm now at 25 hours. I'm digging it. It's kind of fun just having a game I can just hop into and the world feels alive. I did not realize the voice cast everyone who has ever spoken is in this game. And, a lot of times it's, oh, that's John Cleese, right? Oh, that's Dumbledore, right? And it's just really cool to hear all of these different voices and video game voice actors that we recognize pop up. Of course, it always makes me smile hearing Jennifer Hale in a game, and it was really cool to come across her character. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been very pleasantly surprised at how much I'm enjoying it and how much time I'm sinking into it. It's been really, really nice. And the more I play it, the more I find friends who also play it or played it or are still playing it that I had no idea played. So it's kind of cool to see people come out and say, oh, hey, I'm really into this game too. Here are some tips. And I've been loving the tips so far. If you have any tips for the Elder Scrolls Online, my door is open. Come back, sit down, join me at the table. Tell me everything I need to know. I've watched a couple of videos, or at least parts of a couple of videos. One of them was everything you need to know as a newcomer to the Elder Scrolls Online in 2026. And it was like a 3-hour video. He did say, now, of course, play the game while you're listening to this video, because my first thought was, I could be playing the game for 3 hours. I didn't make it very far in the video, but yeah, there's a ton of information out there, a ton of resources. I'm definitely using not walkthroughs per se, but people have compiled, here's the order everything came out in, so here's the order we suggest doing everything in, which is nice to know. I definitely would not have known otherwise. So yeah, The Elder Scrolls Online, I've really been having a lot of fun. Still installed on my PlayStation is Crimson Desert. I have not forgotten about you. Still installed on our other PS5 is Lego Batman. I platinumed it on my PS5. It's still installed on Sarah's because the only co-op you can do is couch co-op. So when we play over there. It's been a little while since we got in some gaming time. We've been pretty busy. So it's still there, though. It's still waiting. Sarah still talks about it. She is very excited to hop back into it. And I'm excited to get back into it as well because I really like playing games. It's very nice having a wife or a spouse who is into gaming as well. That's a good thing, for sure. One pause while I take a sip. I'm not drinking coffee this week. It is a lemon lime concoction that Sarah made, and it's got some electrolytes from the wellness store that we get our electrolytes from, and it's really good. I would be drinking coffee, but I finished the cup I was working on a few hours ago, and I've just been too lazy to brew some more. So, yeah, I'm having this really nice, refreshing drink. I always ask you what you're drinking, and I'm just going to check in on the Discord and see what's going on this week. Clemson Mech is having Columbia Paula Trujillo Washed Geisha from Helm Coffee. Very nice, very fancy. And Cassilis is having some maple vanilla flavored coffee. I got an email from Gerald Schneider, our old buddy Gerald. It's always great to hear from him. If you want to email, you can, grounds4gaming@gmail.com. Or if you want to check out the Discord, the link is in the show notes. Gerald writes, "Hello, Ed. I didn't know you started this, so I finally got caught up. Welcome in, Gerald. Yeah, we've been hanging out for a while. It's good to have you here. Love the interviews." Thank you. I love the interviews as well. "I'm playing Minecraft with my crew, and I'm drinking Keto Chow protein shakes in the morning and water the rest of the day. Been sugar-free on drinks for a few years now." Well done, Gerald. Good job, buddy. Last week, I asked you guys, what did you see in the past week's slew of game announcements that caught your eye? Over on Discord, Cassilis replied, "The Nintendo Direct announced The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. I was expecting it, but trying not to get my hopes up till it was official. I can't wait to see more of this game, and so excited that it's coming this year." And Grondhell Hammer wrote, "God of War, La Fey is probably the biggest game I'm looking forward to. I'd like to see some gameplay of Ocarina of Time before considering and getting a Switch too." And over on Blue Sky, our buddy Beer Money Vic wrote, "Wolverine, the action and combat look top-notch. Very well could be another W for Insomniac. Also, Marvel Tokon. This is the game that will draw me back into the fighting genre." Nice. I love to hear it. And, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about, gosh, I just realized I had 2 games this week that I enjoyed, but I'm just kind of stuck and I can't move forward. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but because my skills prevent me from doing so. What about you? Is there a game that you enjoyed, but it was just too tough to get through? You didn't see the end. Let me know. grounds4gaming@gmail.com, or you can reply on social media or again over on our Discord. Again, link in the show notes if you want to hop in over there. Hey, thanks for spending some time with me today. Grounds for Gaming will be right here when you're ready for another conversation, and your seat will always be waiting.